Kimmi. So today I'm taking you on a day in the life. I have an apostille job, and this one is a little tricky. That's why I said, you know what, just go ahead and do a day in the life. So we starting the day off by having some Chick-fil-A. I'm going to show you right quick. All right, not wanting to be on camera. But anyway, guys, so yeah, so today what I'm doing is, and I'm going to take you with me step by step, I am going to go to the school, serve as the notary for the parents on the document, and then I have to get the document and take it to the apostille office and then get back with the parents. So I'm gonna take you step by step and explain the process as I go along. And this is why we get charged so much for doing our apostilles. It's not your everyday run-of-the-mill assignment. And you need to know how to do it correctly, okay? So I'll be back. This is only part one. Bye. So hey guys, again, this is just a day in the life of two notaries out here in the streets of Atlanta. So we have to mail something for someone else, and I just wanted to show you, I keep extra envelopes in the car. Just another tip, the lighting is terrible right now because I'm in the sun. Hold on. But I keep extra envelopes because sometimes your clients will ask you, hey, do you have an envelope? Oh, let me get those envelopes, Joe. Sometimes your clients will ask you, they think you are a mobile office. I know we got a mobile office, period, but they ask the most. So I keep extra envelopes. Let me show you. Just from, you can get a box of envelopes from the Dollar Tree or wherever, but I keep them in my bag. Again, because sometimes my clients will ask me for envelopes, and they'll even ask me, do you have a stamp? So I don't typically do a lot where I require a stamp, but I end up buying some because my clients always ask me. So for those of you who have never seen my mobile office, I'm gonna show you. Got my bag, we live out the car. Let me see, can I back up off it a little bit? Okay, so within here though, I have some stamps. I'm gonna pull those out. You can buy those forever stamps, and we'll get this for the client. So I keep a little book of stamps here. See, it says stamps right on the thing. So I keep those in my notary bag. I ask you everything. Do you have a stamp? Do you have an envelope? I typically even have some folders. So let me show you the little folders. I keep a few of them. And let me pull this stamp off right quick. I'm going to pull the stamp off and just put it on here for the client. There we go. I won't show you their information, but that's what we're going to do today. Help the people out. And I like to buy those forever. Just put it back in my bag. I don't typically sell these to the client. As you could say, hey, that's $1 for that, $2 for this, 50 cents for that. It's just one of those things I do to make my business memorable. So again, I always say I don't nickel and dime my clients. I don't charge them for, I'm closing this back up. I don't charge them for every single thing. I forgot to put the envelopes in there. I'm gonna stick them in the back because I'll be back here again later. So, all right, you can close it, Joe. But I don't nickel and dime my clients, and I don't recommend that you do either. I know this lighting is terrible, but it is what it is, y'all. Hang out with me. Yeah, so I don't typically, well, that's $1 for the envelope, $2 for the stamp, $3. I usually don't. So again, you could keep I gotta put my seatbelt on, y'all. Hold it, Joe. Just hold it like this. Just like that. Okay, so I don't nickel and dime my clients, and I don't recommend you do either. Because it's just a bad look, you know? In my pricing book that I wrote, check it out if you have not seen it, pricing your services, because a lot of you have problems with that. In my pricing book, I actually wrote that, and I put, you know, the airlines at one time, there was one that started off at like $25, and then by the time you finish, it's $300. Well, wouldn't you rather just know it's $300 up front? We're leaving Chick-fil-A. You can see it in the back. Say hi, Jeffrey.
Hey, everybody.
Give us a little bit more than that. Come on, Jeffrey. Rah,
hey,
rah.
Rah. Hello, everybody.
All right. All right.
Trying to make this turn.
I know he's trying to make this turn, y'all. So anyway, I'll be back when I get to the school just to kind of take you in there with me, okay? Bye. Just a day in the life of a notary. Apostille agent. Oh, that's what I came on here to tell y'all. I forgot. Oh my goodness. Really quick. So what is an apostille for those of you who may be new to the whole industry? An apostille is a special authorization or authentication that's needed on documents leaving the United States, going to another country. So I wanted to share this with you while I'm on the way to the school. And that is, I am the second notary trying to help this client with this apostille. The first notary did not know exactly what they were doing, and that's why they had to hire the kid. Me. So anyway, yeah, the first notary didn't know what they were doing, so they told the parent to have the document signed one way, and that was incorrect. So a lot of people just fake this apostille business out here because there's so much money involved and they don't want to miss out on it. But you got to have proper training, because this client has been dealing with this apostille. It's going to the country of Peru. The family is relocating, and they have to have the children's transcripts to take over to Peru. And it's a different process depending on what type of document you have. So that's why it's so important to know the country and the document, okay? So in this case, they didn't know what to do. They told the parent incorrectly, and the parent's been getting the runaround for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Now, in my case, fortunately, with this situation, they ended up at my friend's school. My friend works for the school system, and they ended up at her location. And she called me because she knows that I do apostilles and I do notary work and I deal with documents a lot. We get all kind of phone calls. People call us for everything because they know we know documents as notaries. And if you don't know them, you need to start learning some of them, okay? I always say it's not important to know the documents when it comes to loan signing. Like, you don't have to know every single document, but you are going to have to know some documents. Let's just be clear, because people call you. They're like, hey, what is a power of attorney? Hey, what is this? You at least need to know what it is and what you're working with. So in this case, I know transcripts require a certain kind of processing. I'm not going to try to even explain it here, but just know, and you can go to your state secretary of state website under apostilles if you want to find out. Jeff, his brakes aren't working. Sorry, y'all. This guy brakes ain't working, and we just going right into him. Anyway, he on the freeway on 285. Let me show you traffic on both sides. The other side is an accident. It's kind of crazy. So my point is, though, you need to know something about documents. So, you know, we go through all types of documents in the mentorship program. And again, I'm not pushing the mentorship program, but what it's taken me 6-7 years to learn, I can give it to you in 30 minutes. So it's up to you. You want to be on the express train or you want to figure it out. Now, full disclosure, I'm self-taught. 90% of the stuff I did, I self-taught. I took a couple trainings here and there, not many because it wasn't really anything available. But you can also self-teach. But we would love to be a part of your journey with you. But I want to share that with you. I'm the second notary trying to help this client out with this apostille. So we're on our way to the school. Our ETA is 11 minutes to the school. And I'll just do a little footage while I'm there and keep you abreast of my day. And it will come back at the end of this when I finish everything and explain the whole process in a nutshell. Okay? Because it might be a little choppy. Hoping it's not. But whatever you do a day in the life, you know you got a little bit of everything going on. All right. Bye. Okay, so we have arrived at here. The gate is locked. Look at that. So we got to go find another entrance. I'll take y'all with me. So this is just one of those things you have to encounter when you're out here in these notary streets. You know, you get there, the address is wrong. Let's see, Jeff. Maybe let's go to the left, because I ain't see nothing at the right. So let's go to the left. Let me go left at the light. So anyway, make sure your GPS is on. Make sure you have the right address. Always confirm the address too. So like, it brought us to a closed gate. So now we are trying to find the entrance into the school. And this is another reason why you charge people for your time and energy. This is not an easy task, trying to get in this school. Right now, we're trying to get in the school. And this is a neighborhood, look. Nope. We gotta keep going. I'm a real out here in these notary streets. So let's turn around. Now we gotta turn around again. So you see why we charge so much? When I say consider where you're going, how much time is involved. Let's turn around and go back. Yeah. When I tell you all that, I'm not just talking. Now we got to turn around again and try to get, this is a beautiful neighborhood though. Beautiful neighborhood. I'll show y'all know us. Beautiful neighborhood. Yeah. Beautiful neighborhood. So anyway, now we going back and trying to get in this school. Okay, hold on, we gotta find an entrance. This happens when you go to hospitals a lot too, nursing homes. Heaven forbid if you gotta go to a jail. Let's keep going straight. We're trying to get in this school. Turn there. So it must be another entrance up here. So yeah, when you go into a hospital, when you go into a jail, nursing home, any of those. Oh, Skyland Drive. Okay, here we go. The school entrance should be around here. It can take you a lot of time. Here we go, guys. Let me show y'all. We made it. There's a school sign right there. We are at the school. Somebody's out there. Yay! We made it. Let me take it off of here. We made it. Let me show y'all. So we got to go into school. Oh, hold on. Going into school and meet the parents. Okay. We got to meet the parents to get the document signed. I'm trying to take it off of Zoom. Hold on. Y'all know this is not my thing, right? There we go. So we made it to the school. The notary goes to school. In the school and get the document properly executed. Okay. If you don't know what all this means, you probably need to be a mentorship. But we're getting ready to go into school. We can go on in, Jeff. That way we can get the document. Maybe she can go ahead and get it started. So you need some good communication skills out here too, because I had to talk to the bookkeeper here at the school. She is the one that's going to be completing the form that we need. So, you know, you want camera by mistake. You want to make sure you're nice to people always. But in this case, we definitely need a little extra assistance. So hopefully she'll work with us. I'm going to wait for the parents in the hallway here. I won't record that interaction because I try not to record people. But we did make it in the school, people. All right, 1 second. I'll be back. Next time you'll see me will be at the apostille office, or I'll come back once I have the documents in hand to show you we got it completed. Again, we have made it to the school. The notary goes to school, guys. All right, guys, so we're at the school. Go ahead, Jeffrey. We're at the school, and unfortunately, the printer isn't working. The the internet is down. So the school representative did sign the document as needed, but now we got to go to UPS and get it printed. So I have part of the documents here. The rest of it I have to go to get printed, the actual notarial page at UPS. And this is why we charge so much for our apostilles. Believe me when I tell you, I earn every dollar, okay? Every dollar. So now we are getting in the vehicle. Here's the car. All right, gotta go to UPS. I'll film when I get over there. And the electricity is down here at the school. I'm sorry, the internet is down at the school. So we were not able to print the notarial part for the principal. What happened is because it's a student transcript, it has to be on letterhead from the school. You can't just write a regular generic letter. It has to be on school letterhead. So that's the problem with this apostille. And it's not really a problem if you know what you're doing, okay? So anyway, I got to put my seatbelt on. I will take you with me when I go to UPS. So now the next step is the principal emailed me the documents. Hold on. Sorry, I got to put on my seatbelt. The principal emailed me the documents. Now I got to go get it printed at UPS. Then come back to the school and let the principal sign the document and then take it to the apostille office. So you see why we charge so much? So I'm doing 8 hours worth of work. Not quite 8 hours. But when you think about all the phone conversations, I've been talking to this dad for days, trying to find somebody at the school that will help us to get it done because it's the summertime. Everybody's on holiday or vacation. My friend likes to say holiday. So it's work. It really is. So that's why I said earlier, when you hear us talk about charging $300, $400, $500, yeah. So I just told my client it's going to be an additional $25 because now I have to go to UPS and get this printed, and now I have to drop off the documents to his home, which I had figured on doing that anyway, but since I'm increasing the fee, I said why not. So I'm just adding another $25 to his total. That'll make it $325. So when you think about everything we had to do, what, an hour to get here, Jeff, hour back home, I probably spent an hour on the phone with him just trying to arrange everything. Not bad for a day's work. Not bad. So I'm going to UPS right now. How far are we? Actually 1 minute, so I might as well stay on the phone with you. Where's UPS? Yep, there's a UPS store. So, but when I go in UPS, you know it's not as simple as print this. Now I got to email it to them, and they charge $3 per page. I really should have added another $50 to him. Let me show you. We just pulled up at UPS. Here we go. UPS. Going in the store and get it printed more, but let me go in here and see how much they charge. I'm gonna leave it on so you can just hear the conversation and see how much it costs. It's not a big deal. Jeffrey worries about everything, y'all. It's not a big deal. And I'm just gonna let he's not even gonna know that you guys are here, so I'll probably put the camera down, but let me go in here and see what they charge me to email it. Yeah, Jeffrey's a worry wart. So we're going in the UPS. That. Let's see. How much is it? Let's see. Let's see how much it costs. Oh, it's nice and cool in here though. Let's see what the process is. Hold on. Hi, my friend. How are you? I'm doing a little filming, but you're not on the film. I just want to find out how much is it to email email it to you to print. So I got to pay $2 per page, which is not a big deal, but I got to get this done because they're internet. Hold on. So teamwork makes the dream work. So my friend here is having me take some cards back to the school so they can get a discount of 25% off, which is super dope.
Yes.
And we're just networking. So I made a connection right here, and I live in Snellville, so you probably won't see me again. Okay, but I will take these cards back.
You know where we at.
All right.
We open 7 days a week.
Look at him. So yeah, if you're in Brookhaven area, stop by and see my friend. Devontae, he got you, okay?
Take care of you.
Okay, bye guys. Brookhaven, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep.
Bye guys. All right, guys. So, I mean, when you talk about the blessings, my goodness. So, he was so cool. He even gave them to us for free. And he wanted me to pass out the cards. I showed you that already. Only thing he asked from us is, boom, he wanted a review. And we got him on that as soon as we get home. Jeffrey is the king of reviews. So, that was another 5 minutes. But, it's time, is energy. The client was able to go home and get in his air-conditioned car and go to his air-conditioned house, and me and Jeffrey still out here running around in this 100-degree heat, okay? So when we tell you why we charge so much for apostilles, again, I'm just keep saying that because some people are like, well, why would somebody pay you $300 or why would somebody pay you $400? You paying for convenience while he's at home chilling, me and Jeffrey out here running around. So now we're going back into school. Here we go. Back into school. And we're going to get the principal to sign it. And then we'll be headed to the apostille office. Next thing will be to take it to the client and get paid. I didn't make him pay up front. Yeah. I didn't make him pay up front. I typically do, but me and this man have been working together for 3 days, so I know how important it is. He's moving in 2 weeks, so he needs these documents. So he ain't playing with me, and I ain't playing with him. But it's all good. So me and Jeff back into school here, walking back into school, and go to the actual office. I'm gonna take y'all all day. Y'all got all day, right? Okay, bye. Okay guys, so we here at the school. Gotta get buzzed in. This is why we charge. You can't just walk in, gotta get buzzed in. All this is time. All this is time. Now we're waiting. Jeffrey over here in the heat, just waiting. We're waiting. Still waiting. This is why we charge. Time is money. Literally, everything we do in the notary space, time. That's what you're paying me for. Okay, y'all gotta try to get into school. Bye. All right, guys, mission accomplished. We got the papers. Now we're on our way to the apostille office. I'm gonna show y'all the paper. Hold on. When I get in the car, I don't want the teacher, in case she's looking out, the principal, to see me. But I'm gonna show you in the car. We got the paper. Now we gotta go to the apostille office. The sun is going down a little bit right now, so that's helping out because it is hot. Okay, let me show you the document. All this we've been going through. So I had the transcripts in the folder. Booyah, notary. That's me on the bottom with the embosser. Still dropping gems. Now that's not required. Hold on, Jeff. The embosser is not a requirement. But don't that look pretty? Don't that look pretty, right? So anyway, there goes my baby. There goes my baby. There we go. There we go. Say hi, Jeffrey.
Hey, everybody.
Ciao. Ciao. Yeah, Century Boulevard. Now we going to the spot. To the spot. Got the gold seal. What? We work for this gold seal today, y'all. So now we got to go to the apostille office. And when I get there, I'll show you just a little bit. We about to wrap this thing up. Bye. All right, y'all. So now we made it to the apostille office. We are going to go in here. Now, typically, I prepay. You can go ahead, Jeffrey. He walks faster than me. Typically, I prepay the state fee online. You can see if that's an option in your state. It may or may not be. But because of the way this one went down, I actually am paying today in person. So, like I said, I normally prepay. In my state, it's $3 per document. So we are fill out the form. I'm gonna show you the form, and Jeffrey's gonna film me. Oh, we gonna thank you. So forms right here. Here's Jeffrey. I guess I got mine red ink because the pen, a red ink pen out here. Are you filming me? Am I in the picture? Hey. So I guess they don't mind red. So anyway, let me show you what the form consists of really quick. So you gotta put the date, name, email, what country, how many documents, and an address. Okay. So I'm gonna fill this out, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go, but I want you to see what the process is. You got the envelopes. Okay. I don't know how yours is set up in your state, but that's a wrap for now because I gotta fill this out right quick. All right, guys, so we got the paper. Yay, apostille. I gotta tell y'all what I did. Confession is good for the soul. So guess what your notary extraordinaire did? You won't believe me when I tell you. What didn't I do, guys? Went through all that. That's why you got to be a great notary, and I'm a great notary, but still we make mistakes. I didn't sign the document. So at the apostille office, the lady is like, Kimberly, like she called me back for the principal's office. When she called me and the way she did, I said, oh no, what's wrong with the document? I forgot to sign it. So that's why you got to know your notarial duties, even to do apostille work. Because if that had been another notary and they didn't sign it, we would have a problem. Fortunately, I was the notary and the apostille agent. So anyway, I just had to share that with y'all. So we finished. Next stop is to drop it off to the client. I'll come back and do one more little recap, and that's it. All right, I'll come back and do one more recap after I drop it off. Bye. All right, y'all, always an adventure. So the original address that we were supposed to drop off the documents, the client wanted to change it, of course. So we had to change the final drop off. It was only another mile from the original destination, so no problem. People be asking the most though, don't they? I couldn't imagine. I guess he figured he paying me so much money, I should jump and do whatever he say. I don't know. Hold that, Joe. while I put on some hand sanitizer. Okay, hand all in the camera. So anyway, final destination change. So we just dropped it off. We are finished with this apostille. Finally, it is 1:08. We started out with this, what, at 10:30? 10:30 this morning. And don't forget, I've been talking to him for about 3 days, talking to the principal, talking to my friend, trying to organize everything. So it's over. The wife sent the Zelle. Again, that took forever. Now, you knew I was coming 4 days ago. Now, you just not sending the Zelle, taking. That's why I usually get paid up front. I told y'all that. I typically require payment up front. But it's all good. It's all good. So let's recap what happened today really quick. So we had an apostille. The document is leaving the United States, going to Peru. Needs a higher level of authentication. Because it is a school transcript, it has to be signed by someone at the school. Okay, initially it was signed, but it wasn't executed properly, so they had to call your girl. I'm a second notary trying to help get this completed. The process started 2 weeks ago. We went to the school. Remember, we had to drive to the school for the principal to sign the document. Then we get to the school, their internet is not working. Then we had to go to UPS. So I hope you've been tracking. So after UPS, we went over to the apostille office, got it completed. The client changed the last final destination of the address, just dropped it off. We are good to go. Money has been paid. And I thank my friend like crazy for helping me, even giving me the referral. This came as a referral. And that's why everybody needs to know you're a notary. Everybody. My friend didn't need a notary, but someone that came into her place of business, which is the school, needed a notary. And not just a notary, but a notary who knows what they're doing. Okay? So again, check out the mentorship options. You have a $27 price point now or the $47. Either way, every week you are getting live training with me and the team. And that's priceless. Okay? It's priceless. So what are you waiting on? Are you doing apostilles? If you're not, you need to be doing them. And again, it's a little involved. That's why I want to do this whole day in the life. I haven't did a day in the life in a moment. We're trying to make a left, so hold on. Jeffrey's driving, but we're driving. He always say it's only one brake, one set of brakes, and one steering wheel. But you wouldn't know it the way I be pumping my feet over here. So, all that being said, I love these kind of apostilles when it's the Hague country, easy peasy. When it's non-Hague, that's when it's a little bit tricky, has to go to DC, etc., etc. But this is all done, and I am signing off on behalf of Notary Educators with Kimmi. I'm Kimmi, and this is Jeffrey Sarinara. Adios. Goodbye. Peace out. Bye, guys. Get that apostille money. Quit sleeping on it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It ain't that complicated. Bye.